Today, we delve into the 2021 edition of the Definitive Job Hunter's Guide. What color is your parachute? This highly influential book, considered the Bible for job seekers, is packed with essential exercises and proven strategies to empower individuals in pursuit of their ideal role. The latest updates encapsulate the nuances of today's ever-evolving job market, equipping readers with the tools they need to navigate the complexities of their job search. Richard N. Bowles, a renowned pioneer in career development, first introduced the world to what color is your parachute in 1970. With annual updates, it has constantly adapted to the changing job landscape, earning a spot on Time magazine's list of the 100 most influential nonfiction books. The 2021 edition, enhanced by Catherine Brooks, a career development expert and the Career Center Director at Vanderbilt University, brings current insights and advice to readers. This episode is especially suited for job seekers who are on the quest for a fulfilling position, employees who feel it's time for a significant change, and budding entrepreneurs looking for that initial push to jumpstart their ventures. Join us as we explore what color is your parachute. 2021 inches can transform your approach to your career and life aspirations. What color is your parachute? 2021 Your Guide to a Lifetime of Meaningful Work and Career Success. Introduction. Discover your true career path in uncertain times. Navigating the murky waters of job hunting can feel like an endless battle, especially when faced with the unpredictable currents of today's job market. It's a common struggle, deciphering where your passions and skills intersect with the needs of the employment world. But within this challenge lies an opportunity, particularly stark in the landscape of 2021, the chance to genuinely understand yourself and what you're seeking in your professional life. The year 2021 marks a turning point. With a world grappling with a pandemic, job search methods have been forced to evolve quicker than ever. Remote work has become the norm. Video interviews are now standard, and the traditional handshake might be replaced with a virtual nod. It is a year of change, uncertainty, and for the savvy job seeker, abundant opportunity. The foundation of a fruitful job search lies in a self-inventory. This isn't about hastily updating a resume or blasting out applications. It's about taking the time to reflect on your unique skills, interests, and values, and understanding the immense value you bring to an employer, a value that goes beyond just filling a position. Employers are watching more closely than you think. In this digital era, your first impression is likely made long before a formal application is submitted. Your online presence, whether on LinkedIn, industry forums, or even personal blogs, becomes a lens through which potential employers view you. Cultivate it carefully and strategically. Salary discussions have always been delicate dance steps in the job offer tango. It's about timing and tact, knowing when to broach the topic and how to negotiate without overstepping. In 2021, transparency and preparedness are key. Armed with research on industry standards and a clear understanding of your worth, you'll be ready to discuss compensation confidently when the moment arises. Navigate the ever-changing job market with these insights, and soon you may find yourself in a role that not only fulfills you, but celebrates your unique talents. In an era of transformation, your career is no exception. It's time to transform it into everything you've ever wanted. Part 1. Find the right match by aligning with employers' thinking. Embarking on the job hunt can be a roller coaster of emotions, sparking hope with every application sent, and often disappointment when silence looms on the other end. It's enough to make anyone question, are there any suitable jobs left out there for me? Yet, believe it or not, every month millions of job vacancies pop up across the United States, each representing a potential match for your skills and ambitions. The issue isn't a lack of opportunity. Rather, it's a discrepancy in the methods of job seekers and employers. The crux of the matter, to land a job, you need to start thinking like the people who are hiring. Consider how prospective employers scour the landscape for talent. They're on the lookout for candidates who are not just hunting for any job, but for the job that aligns with their company's culture and needs. Something to remember, job hunting isn't a one-sided affair. Both you, the job seeker, and potential employers want to find the right fit, Yet often there is a disconnect in how each side searches for that perfect union. Many job seekers lean on more traditional methods, scouring job boards, sending resumes out to the wind, and waiting hopefully for a bite. However, companies are increasingly looking for proactive individuals who reach out directly, or candidates who come highly recommended by their current employees or network connections. And while job seekers may feel their resume tells their whole story, employers are looking beyond the page. They seek a broader picture of who you are, pieced together not only from your application, but also from your background and how you represent yourself online. So why the dissonance in approach? It boils down to different priorities. Job seekers want to maximize their time, often aiming to cast as wide a net as possible. However, such a blanket approach can lead to applications for jobs that don't genuinely resonate with the seeker's true interests or aspirations. From an employer's perspective, hiring is an investment. Time, training, and financial resources are poured into new hires. If an employee doesn't work out, the company absorbs the cost. A candidate who understands this, who can articulate how they will add value from day one, has a distinct advantage. Thus, to make a lasting impression and land that coveted position, craft your job-seeking strategy around the employer's goals. Customize your communications. Showcase how your skills meet their specific needs and demonstrate your understanding of their business challenges. When you align your pitch with the employer's perspective, you increase your chances not just of getting hired, but of landing in a role that you'll love and one where your passion and career ambitions will truly flourish. Part 2. Chart your course with a personalized career compass. In a crowded job market, the same old strategies just don't cut it anymore. To really soar above the competition and land gracefully in your ideal career, you need an approach that's tailored to your unique strengths and preferences. Enter the parachute approach, designed to guide you to where you'll thrive most. It all starts with launching an introspective journey using the flower exercise to define what you seek in your professional life. Let's chart your path by pinpointing your professional desires and shaping your career search accordingly. The first step is to sketch out a 7-petaled flower, your career compass, and start to fill it in with images of your ideal working life, one petal at a time. The very first petal delves into the type of people you flourish around. Ever think about the office vibe that energizes you or the team dynamics that make you wilt? It's not about petty annoyances, but rather the deeper social fabric of a workplace. Recognize the types of environments that suit you by reflecting on the Holland Code, 6 distinct social work contexts characterized by psychologist Dr. John Holland. Do you thrive in a realistic setting where facts rule, or perhaps an artistic atmosphere that celebrates creativity? Choose the top 3 contexts where you'd shine and note them on this petal. Next, let's map out the working conditions that suit you best. This is your second petal. Recall past jobs and segregate the working elements into likes and dislikes. Love the autonomy, but loathe claustrophobic cubicles. Rank these factors, and you'll be closer to defining the physical and cultural aspects of your ideal work environment. Craft a clear statement summing up this ideal and add it to your petal. The third petal focuses on showcasing your transferable skills. Consider moments when you've soared, whether it's a project you aced or a complex problem you resolved. Write down these stories, sifting through them to identify the skills you relied on. It could be your ace presentation skills, a knack for negotiations, or technological prowess. Whittle these down to 5 key skills. These gems will be the markers for your third petal. By undertaking these exercises, you not only garner insight into your own ambitions and abilities, but also create a clear picture of your career goals. When presented to potential employers, this well-defined image helps both parties see the value you bring and how well you fit in the fabric of their company. This process is not merely about finding the next job. It's about discovering the perfect career ecosystem for your growth and happiness. Part 3. Complete your career blueprint with a flower exercise. You've embarked on a transformative journey with the flower exercise, and by now your personal career blueprint is taking shape. Yet, to truly bring your vision into focus and craft the job description of your dreams, we must tend to the latter half of the exercise, We're about to cultivate the final petals that will complete your unique career flower, clarifying precisely what you seek. Let the process begin with the fourth petal, which explores the depths of your knowledge. Set your mind free and jot down everything you've learned, both professionally and personally. Envision a net cast wide, gathering every skill, every nugget of knowledge, from the intricacies of finance to the art of dog training. Don't filter or analyze. This initial stage is all about capturing the vastness of your expertise. Once you've amassed this wealth of knowledge, it's time to sift through it. Rank each topic by how much passion and experience you have in it, propelling the ones you're most excited and knowledgeable about to the forefront. This is about identifying the intersection of enthusiasm and expertise. Narrow down to your top 5 knowledge areas and let them settle into the fourth petal. The fifth petal is where realism blooms, as it's time to consider compensation. A fulfilling career must also support your lifestyle and goals. Reflect on your financial needs and desires. What salary range would make you comfortable? What benefits are non-negotiable? Also, ponder the level of responsibility you're aspiring to. Are you aiming for the captain's chair, or do you find joy in contributing as a collaborative team member? Capture your financial and career level aspirations concisely on this petal. Geography unfolds in the sixth petal. It's where you weigh the pros and cons of places you've lived or could imagine living. Convert dislikes into desired attributes, building an inventory of geographical preferences. Consider factors such as the city's size, climate, and cultural offerings, ranking these to define your perfect locales. Research areas that align with your criteria and pinpoint 5 that resonate deeply. Let these destinations find their home on your petal. In the seventh and final petal, purpose takes root, arguably the most profound part of the exercise. Draft an essay that delves into your life's philosophy. Contemplate your stance on spirituality, aesthetics, community engagement, ethics, love, and truth. Distill this meditation into a few powerful sentences that encapsulate your guiding principles and etch them onto this concluding petal. With the flower exercise complete, you've crafted more than just a career guide. You've created a personal manifesto, a vivid reflection of every element you desire in your professional endeavor. This isn't just a job search tool. It's a compass that points the way to true career fulfillment. Hold it close, for it will be an invaluable ally as you navigate the job market, ensuring you stay true to yourself every step of the journey. Part 4. Enhancing your job prospects with a stellar online presence. In today's job market, a stellar paper resume is just one piece of the puzzle. It's a crucial element, of course. A well-crafted resume acts as an at-a-glance summary of your professional journey, showcasing your work history, educational background, skills, and significant achievements. Whether you choose a functional resume highlighting specific responsibilities and skills or a traditional chronological format, remember to underscore your contributions with quantifiable successes. However, in the digital age, that doesn't end with what's on paper. The truth is, we all have 2 resumes. The physical one we carefully curate and send out, and the virtual one that lives online. The latter is pieced together from all of your public profiles, from LinkedIn right through to YouTube, and it's this online resume that increasingly catches the eye of potential employers. So grab the bull by thee and ensure that this silent yet powerful resume works in your favor. Start with LinkedIn. If you're not already on it, make a beeline for it. It's often the first port of call for recruiters and hiring managers who are on the lookout for talent, sometimes even before a job vacancy is posted. LinkedIn is your digital arena for growing a professional network that not only connects you with past colleagues, but also introduces you to new influencers within your industry. Cultivate these connections. They're the gateway to internal referrals and inside tracks on unadvertised roles. Make your online profile shine. Keep your information current. Add a professional headshot and saturate your skills section with industry-relevant keywords. This isn't just for show, it's a strategy. LinkedIn's robust search engine optimization SEO capabilities can make your profile a magnet for recruiters searching for talent in your field. But why stop there? Extend your professional branding across other social media platforms. If your field is visual, engage with communities on Instagram or Pinterest. If you have a knack for storytelling or presenting, consider sharing your insights on YouTube. Sites like Twitter offer a stage for sharing industry articles and networking with peers, further elevating your professional persona. Remember that employers don't stop at your paper resume. They're also evaluating the narrative your online presence weaves. To maximize your chances of landing that interview, it's imperative that both your offline and online resumes reflect the best you have to offer. Your meticulously crafted profiles could make the crucial difference in a digital landscape where first impressions are increasingly made from behind a screen. Part 5. Ace your interview with proven tactics. You've polished your paper resume, optimized your online presence, and now you've landed an interview. This stage could be the defining moment in your job hunt, where you and the employer assess if there's a professional match. But the interview isn't merely a meeting, it's a mutual evaluation process, where first impressions and informed dialogues can make or break opportunities. Here are some essential guidelines to make sure you come out on top during your interviews. First off, remember that the interview starts way before the actual meeting. It kicks off from the moment you receive that invitation. Jump online and devour everything there is to know about the company, its history, achievements, and recent news. But don't stop at digital research. If you can, talk to current or former employees to round out your understanding with personal insights. When you can demonstrate knowledge and curiosity about the company, you show the interviewer that you're engaged and invested. When tackling the iconic opener, tell me about yourself. Steer clear of personal anecdotes unrelated to the job. This question is your chance to shine a light on your professional strengths and how they align with the role. Prepare an elevator pitch that artfully weaves your skills and experiences into a story that captivates and clarifies your fit for the job. Take it one step further with storytelling. Rather than leaning on cliches about your attributes, craft a narrative that illustrates your claims. Did you transform a customer's experience through your service? Have a story that demonstrates this. Providing context and examples makes your qualities memorable and real. Risk is an unwelcome guest in the hiring process. Employers want assurance that you're not only qualified, but also a reliable investment. Highlight your compatibility with the role by discussing your skill set and showcasing practical examples. It's also wise to keep long-term intentions under wraps if there are plans, like relocating soon, that could affect your job tenure. Finally, an interview is a two-way street. Actively listen and engage with the interviewer's questions, but also prepare your own. Inquiring about the role specifics and company culture conveys your seriousness and helps you gauge whether the job aligns with your career flower, the blueprint you've nurtured throughout your job search. Approach the interview with an understanding that it's not just about impressing the employer. It's also about verifying if the opportunity fits the future you envision for yourself. If it does, pursue with passion. If not, steer clear with confidence, for the right role is still out there waiting for you to claim it. Imagine it. You've navigated every twist and turn of the parachute approach, and now the contract for your ideal job is within reach. But before you ink your name on the dotted line, there's one more hurdle to clear: salary negotiations. You've dedicated a whole petal of your career flower to financial rewards, and it's crucial to ensure the position doesn't just fulfill your passions, but also meets your monetary needs. Here are a few tactics for mastering salary negotiations. First up, timing is everything when discussing money. Salary talk should always come toward the end of the interview process, even if you feel like the job is as good as yours. Hold off on negotiating salary until an offer has been made. Jumping the gun can come off as presumptuous or overly eager and may place you at a disadvantage. When it does come time to talk figures, practice patience. Let the employer throw out the first number. It's their opening move in the salary chess game. If you lead with a number and it's lower than what they're willing to pay, you leave money on the table. By waiting, you set yourself up for a potential upward negotiation. Before walking into negotiations, arm yourself with information. Investigate the typical salary range for your position within your field. Knowledge is power after all. Without this benchmark, you could either price yourself out of contention or undercut your own value. Try an artful dodge when managing proposed salary ranges. If you've got an idea of a salary band, say $45,000 to $55,000, adjust your counter to arrange the tips just above their cap, such as $52,500 to $60,000. This tactic keeps your expectations within the realm of possibility, but nudges them to up their own offer. Lastly, remember that the negotiation isn't over until benefits come into play. A full compensation package is more than just the base salary. Benefits like insurance and vacation time can drastically enhance your overall earnings. Weigh the benefits against the salary carefully. Sometimes, a lower salary with substantial benefits can be more lucrative in the long run than a higher salary with minimal added perks. Through smart and informed salary negotiations, you help ensure that your work aligns with your financial goals, allowing you to not just live, but live well. After all, the value of your contributions to any organization should be reflected in both your personal and financial fulfillment. Part 7. Turn your dream into a reality by crafting your own job. After delving deeply into the flower exercise, you've crafted a detailed portrait of your dream job. But there's a snag. It doesn't seem to exist in the real world. This doesn't mean you've miscalculated your trajectory or need to start over. On the contrary, it's a sign that you might be destined for the path of innovation, where your dream job doesn't just await you, it's waiting to be created by you. This is where you become the architect of your professional destiny, forging a career that aligns seamlessly with your passions and strengths. If you're already brimming with entrepreneurial ideas, like a line of artisanal jewelry or a startup offering green consulting services, you're well on your way down the right track. But if that clear vision eludes you, don't fret. Here's a strategy to help you ignite that spark of business inspiration. Take your list of skills from the flower exercise and pair it with a list of activities you love. Where these lists intersect lies the fertile ground for your business concept. Are you a talented baker who also loves teaching? Voila! You're poised to pioneer a baking workshop experience. But don't rush to buy those baking tools just yet. You need to familiarize yourself with a pivotal equation. A minus B equals C. Here, A represents the complete set of skills required for success in your chosen venture. B is the skills you currently possess, and C is the gap you need to fill. The challenge? Defining A. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to uncover what A entails. Engage in tireless research. Connect with seasoned entrepreneurs, especially those whose stories echo the kind of business you want to start. Seek their wisdom about the indispensable skills needed in the field, how they launched, what pitfalls they faced, and their reflections on the journey. Through this investigative process, your knowledge will expand. Not only will you grasp your existing proficiencies, but you'll also illuminate the areas you need to cultivate to thrive. Maybe you'll discover that your baking prowess needs to be complemented with a dollop of accounting knowledge and a dash of digital marketing skills. Embrace the entrepreneurial spirit and start building those additional capabilities. When the time comes to introduce your business to the world, you'll stand confident, skills polished, and ready. Your dream job doesn't have to be a figment of your imagination. With the right planning, research, and self-development, you can create a role that reflects your vision and brings your professional aspirations to life. Final summary. Embarking on a job hunt can be a daunting endeavor, especially when the tried and true methods no longer yield the fruits they once did. If this resonates with you, it might be time to pivot your approach and search with intention and cleverness. The first step? Engage in the introspective flower exercise that helps you pinpoint exactly what you seek from a fulfilling career. Once your vision is clear, start weaving your network and sculpting a professional online presence that showcases your abilities and charm. Successful job hunting in a modern world also demands a mastery of interview skills. Prepare to impress with responses that highlight your talents and resonate with your potential employer. And when an offer is within grasp, don't shy away from negotiating the salary and benefits that match your worth. Incorporate these strategies, and you're not just chasing a job. You're soaring towards a career that truly aligns with your aspirations and values. With this nuanced, intelligent approach, Your dream job might just be a few purposeful steps away.